Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Back over here. We're gonna cover inflation price, inflation CPI, and we're gonna go over this complete misunderstanding of the public about inflation and all those things. So this is the U.S. dollar against Bitcoin in the past, since the beginning of, you know, let's say in the past 5 years, right? So this is a US dollar trending down, as you can see the trend over here. But I want to focus more in inflation. What people don't understand about inflation is like this is a chart of inflation in the US, and it's similar to a lot of developing countries. The problem with the way they calculate inflation is, first of all, they select a specific amount of stuff they want to choose for inflation. So they don't understand that inflation is a factor of all the things that you prefer in your life. Like if you value good, healthy food, this should include inflation. But the government doesn't include healthy food into that because they don't think you should eat healthy food. So they rather just include a bunch of junk food to say, oh, this is the price of food, right? So while in the meantime, the price of real food is going up, right? So you can see like inflation is at 6%, but the real inflation, if you calculate on what you really want to buy, it's double that. Well, and also inflation is year over year, so it's not over 5 years, it's not over 10 years, it's over 1 year, right? So basically, they calculate from the point of last year. For example, if they're calculating inflation for the month of uh, January, they go over there and then they calculate from this date on January, right? If it's January 1st, from January 1st last year to January 1st this year, this is how much price has gone up. They're not calculating the price from January 1st on 2021 to the January 1st on 2023, because if they do that, the inflation would be double. So that's what's happening. People don't understand. It's like the inflation is compounding, meaning it's going up over, like it's going up when you when the more time frame you go on. So to show you that is we're gonna go over the um this is a treasury yield, and this is basically how government get funding. So basically they get a few governments around the world buying this yield to you know so they can have a yield on their money. So this is a for 10-year yield. This is basically global. This is one of the most important chart in the world. So, and you can see since 2018 over here. So you see the yield, like money, how much money, the people are asking the government to pay them so they can, park their money under the government is it was going down, right? So since 2018, it was going down, 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 right? Because it's correlating the to this, let's say this, right? So this chart is the rate, right? So this is what the whole noise about raising rate. So this is how it has been doing though in the history, right? So it's a control market, right? So it's completely manipulated. There's no free market, right? So this is the price of money. So as you know, money is it's kind of like a private property of the government. So it's not really your money, even if it's in paper or in digital in your bank account. It's for the government. So they issue that and they charge an interest on it, right? So the same corporation issue the money and they them themselves issue a rate on how much the cost is of that money. So even if you never see any interest in your account, you never get paid anything. But some special group get interest. So when they buy you yield, right? So they decide what the yield is, right? So let's focus. I'm just gonna bring this chart for 5 years or 5 years, just to be specific. So in 2018, right? So just like in this chart I was showing you over here. So I was looking at this chart, right? So this is from 2018, right? The rate on how much money, right? So people are getting. This is actually the actual rate people was getting since 2018, and then it was going down, right? Because uh, from that time, it's the rate on the yield, right? The yield, basically the government is paying, right? Was going down, right? So now and since then, right, the yield is stayed like from 2020, right? So they bring it all the way down to 0.25, right? It stayed there all the whole year, right? To till the year 2021, right? And then till that time in 2022, they're starting to raise it, right? So now, the whole time, right, there was no need to raise rate. It's all like, money printing and all those things. The banks are printing money. They don't have any requirement to hold any reserve. So it's all just print and give loan how much whatever you want, right? So you have to save the economy and all those things. And then boom, they started in 2022 for some reason, right? We need to raise rate. So they said, okay, well, we're gonna start raising rate, and you can see over here. So in all these times, right, and then this is when markets start to ask more money for to park their money into that, that economy. So to this government. So markets start to wake up, and then they start asking more money, right? Over 2021, you see the rate, So when the rate is going up, that means people are taking their money out. So when people are taking their money out, and then the Fed start to wake up, say, hey, okay, well, we may need to raise the rate, right, over here, so people can leave their money with us, right? So and people don't worry, people don't care. Let's keep on, taking their money off, and then when in 2020, 2022, basically, and they start raising rate to keep up, with the rate people are taking their money out, right? So they went from 0.25, boom, to 0.50, right? Just all of a sudden, right? And then still, it's not enough. People are still on taking their money out, right? And then they go from 0.5 to all the way up to 2.5, from 0.5 to 2.5, right? That's in a span of like April to June. Okay, so this is how fast they raise rate, and then they go from that, right, from August to all the way to January of this year, right? From August to January, it's more than double the rate the rate they raise rate. So it's like from 2.5 to all the way 4.75 right now. And I think they're still gonna waste. I don't know what the hell they're gonna do, but they're still thinking, whatever the market. But I'm not worried about these things. Like I park my money into Bitcoin, just like most of the plebs out there. Doesn't matter if it one sat, what that I have, I just park my sat into Bitcoin. So I don't have to be a worry about all those crazy people out there on YouTube what they are saying. I don't have to worry about that. Just people are just playing. They are living in our meme world. So I'm living in the Bitcoin world. So now the reason I'm just showing you this because it just want to show you how crazy the world is out there. How people are so living in that, you know, live, when you have this society living, and then they all kind of don't understand what's going on. There's a name for that, but I'll remember later, so hopefully I can tell you guys. But it's like this, you know, this world where everybody's like so curious, so focused on the one thing, but they're not looking at the bigger picture, right? So the bigger picture is that they are raising rate, and then people are just taking their money out. People are scared. People don't want to leave their money with the government. That's what's happening. So, but people are too stupid to understand that it's not about, you know, the Fed is just struggling to keep money, to get money. They don't have money. That's why they want to raise the debt ceiling. Okay, they are running out of money, right? But for some reason, it's hard for people to understand. It's like, yeah. So, and this is a MMRI. So this is a market risk indicator. Um, I'm not saying this is like a best market risk, but this is one of the thing I look at like maybe every 3 months. And I look at this chart because it seems to me it's kind of working, because when you see risk in the market and you see, you know, things go up, and when the risk go down and things go down, and you look at it correlation to the to this chart, right? So since the beginning, when it started raising, right, and you see what's happening, right? So things are going up, and you see like since the beginning, things are going up, and this is what you're seeing into this chart, right? So from the beginning of the year, it's see when things are going up, it's going up, going up. So it's slowing down right now, right? As you see over here, if you go down here, you see from the top here, it's going down, but it's just touching the resistance. It's keep on going up, in our opinion. So this is just a market risk indication for the risk in the market, um, and not something to take very seriously. But what you can take very seriously is the price of Bitcoin. Um, and if you look at it in a logarithmic chart, right, it's going up, right? So it's going up against everything else. Now it's well, it has gone down like drastically in the past year, right? Of course, yes, it went down very, very, very bad. But over long term, if you look at it like over there, it was $100, right? $102, right? About $70 in in 2013, right? Right now, right? So let's say 10 years ago, 79 dollars 10 years ago. Now after 10 years, the price is at like 23,000. So something is wrong here. Like, I mean, I just like something is wrong, right? That's why I don't understand why people don't get it. It's like, look at this, right? This is the price of the US dollar going down against Bitcoin. It's like, why people can't get the trend? This is the trend. It's like so simple. It's like, yes, this is the price, right? Going trending down against Bitcoin. Like, do you see any hope for this currency? Like, I don't see a hope. So that's where we are. And again, like, let's look at the big price of gold, right? Gold, that's a gold going, doing its own thing. Uh, and again, I'm not saying gold cannot go up. I I would love to on gold. Gold is very beneficial, if especially if you want to hold it, to hold the value of your money, right? So it will always hold the value of the money over a long period of time, right? So gold is always gold, right? So and it's very valuable. So an ounce of gold will always hold its value over a long period of time. So, and I have a lot of respect for that. And it may go down, up and down over, like over maybe 5, 10 years. But if you look at it over like a period of 10 years, it's gonna go very, very high. So that's that. And what was the last thing I wanted to check on? And inflation. Right? Again, inflation is not what you think it is. Right? Inflation is something that's go up over year. Right? So if you go in the past 10 years, right, and then you look at the price of milk, right, it's gonna be way, way, way higher than what it is, what you see. So it's not inflation is not inflation is basically it's year over year. It's not looking at the price over 10 years. Right? They are looking at the price over a year, just 1 year. Right? So if you was looking at the price over 10 years, you would see the price go way, 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 way high. So again, one last thing I wanted to check on it was this. This is one of the most interesting chart in my opinion too, because this is tracking Bitcoin um, hash rate. Okay, so for those of you who don't know what is Bitcoin hash rate, this is um, uh, basically that's the price you pay to mine Bitcoin. So you can look at it as you have this thing which is called difficulty. This is basically how much. Uh, it's just saying like you park your money to mine Bitcoin, but you basically getting that Bitcoin, right? Because you prove work, right? You show the proof of work, right? To do that. So when you mining Bitcoin, right? You providing a service to the network, right? So the service is to keep the network running, yes, but another thing too is you the Bitcoin network doesn't care. In my opinion, it's like it doesn't care. You just park your money there. If you make your money, yes, that's good. But at the same time, it's only Bitcoin network. This pink line you see over here, it's trying to save. It's trying to protect itself, right? So what it's doing basically, it's trying to make sure that every 10 minutes there's a new block. So now I know it's a little bit complicated, but what it's doing basically it's making sure that every 10 minutes there's a new block. The block basically is just to recur transaction, right? So every 10 minutes there's a new transaction. So this transaction put in the block to make sure it's keep on running, right? So that's why I said Bitcoin doesn't care about how much money you're spending. Bitcoin is not caring about um, the money you're spending. Bitcoin is trying, in other words, Bitcoin is not caring about, you know, is not looking for your money. Right? Bitcoin is not looking basically for the mining equipment. Right? So it's because Bitcoin is uh, is not looking for your mining equipment. Right? So you can say it like this. When you see people say, "Oh, Bitcoin is mining is you have a lot of mining and a lot of this," right? No, Bitcoin is not looking for your mining equipment. Bitcoin is just trying to survive. Bitcoin is just um, trying to uh, if you need Bitcoin, right? If you need SAT, right, you can go mine your Bitcoin with the SAT, right? But Bitcoin is not like kind of working to make your like working to make SAT. In other words, I just trying a little bit very hard to make for me to do that. But it's like Bitcoin basically is not looking, for uh, basically energy, right? So because you as a human, right, you are the one who is going to keep on providing the service to Bitcoin. You are the one who is providing service, and you are the one who is going to have the Satoshi, right? You are the one who's going to have the Satoshi. Bitcoin is not going to have. Bitcoin doesn't care. Okay, so that's that, right? So that's why I wanted to have this, and the difficulty adjustment is basically you only have, like every time, right? Somebody is coming, all the nation state, all those things, going there, and they try having difficulty. The more mining everything, right? The more mining they have, so it will have a difficulty, right? So, and the more, if mining is going down, you will have less difficulty. So that's why, Bitcoin is this thing that's more like, uh, I would say, the more scarce asset, right? Because you cannot have more, right? So, and also, all right. So I don't want to say too much about this, but it's a lot of things. Like, it's a lot of things. So it's just like one thing I wanted you to know is that Bitcoin hash rate is the one thing that's very, very important, because you cannot print money into Bitcoin, right? So that's the only thing I wanted to say about this. So, anyways, guys, I want to have you thank you for watching. If you want to have anything, you want to, you know, maybe you want to have anything, you want to support me, yes, that's good. And yes, anyways, I just wanted to help you, whatever you think. So I know that's one of the things that it's a very I would say it's a little bit difficult to me to tell you what is it, but I don't know. I wanted to have like something really, really hard to you to know what is it, like the difficulty adjustment. But I don't think. I think it's just gonna be a little bit more, so like I can tell you what is it, but it's a lot of things. So, anyways, I just wanted to tell you what is it, and if you yeah, if you have any question, let me know. I used to be like, I used to have like a lot of um like how to tell people what is like adjustment and all those things, but I don't know what for some reason today, like it was a little bit crazy. I don't know. Anyways, guys, if you like this video, and just like comment, and then I'll see you again by cover, and also and everything else that I show you guys.